EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is the Road to the Masters. Before we head out to the course, let's create your golfer. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major championship golf. Powered by official PGA Tour ShotLink and TrackMan data, as your golf game improves, so does your path to becoming. The tee is yours at 30 of the world's most exclusive courses. All designed. Customize your experience by selecting from a number of different gameplay styles, including arcade, pro, tour, and sim. Or design a custom. Select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present this first step on the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Quinta, California and PGA West, it's the opening round of the first tournament of the new year, the American Express. Well, it's been a long off-season. Everyone here looking to get their new year off on the right foot. What better place to do it than right here in La Quinta as we see what's going on here in round one. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. So let's get out and join the fray as we pick things up on the tee at the par 5 11th. Frank, this is our golfer's first ever tournament as a professional on the PGA Tour. Now, you played a number of years on the European Tour before coming stateside, but take me back. What do you remember about your professional debut?
It's huge, Rich. I can remember it like yesterday. I was 19, and just how nervous you get. I was lucky enough that I had some friends that were professional golfers, and they took me aside and they said, listen, you got two arms, you got two legs, you're just like everybody else in the field. Don't give in to them. But the nerves too, you know, you feel like you're in somebody else's body, but they said the other bit of advice I got, nerves mean you care. So don't ever want to play without them. So great advice too. And this is a moment that they will always remember, your debut on the PGA Tour.
Now the third shot here at the par 5 11th.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in that it's a relatively flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and this doesn't have a lot in it. Might just be slightly uphill with very little break.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Look what we have here, more water. 214-yard par 3 13th offering. Little bailout right and water left. Accuracy off the tee is the key here. Boy, that ball got caught in the breeze, and it was just along for the ride. Much too firm there. Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. Arriving now at the 389-yard par 4 14. Bunker on the right side of the fairway, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. Yeah, for a short hole, sometimes driver can be too much, and that one races right through this 14th fairway.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he'll move to 3 under par. Just 3 back. 15th hole, not surprisingly, is called Turning Home because we're headed toward the clubhouse now. It's 468 yards of par 4, and it's the second toughest at PGA West. So this is all you want. Need to be straight off the tee. If you can get it in play and away from those bunkers on the left and right of the fairway, 4 is a good possibility, and you'd be happy to make par here. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll stay at 2 under. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can eat.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From a stunning setting, Torrey Pines Golf Course in Southern California, it's opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Situated high on the cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, what a golf course, Torrey Pines, and what a weekend we should have in store as we look at the leaderboard here in round one. The leader is Kevin Tway. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Oh, definitely didn't get all of that one. That is into the first of the two bunkers here at 1. That's a long way back. Here at Torrey Pines, Frank, and I think you would agree, this is one of the prettiest settings on tour. Ocean to the west, Del Mar north of us, Hoya and San Diego to the south. But let's talk about our featured golfer here. Things didn't go so well out in the desert. It was a missed cut at PGA West. What would your advice be for how to attack things this week?
Well, first and foremost, every great player, or every player that I've known over the history of this game has trunk slammed it more than once in their career. You put those clubs in the car and drive to your next event, try and change the mojo, get rid of the bad vibes. But this is a stern test this week. This is enough to get the concentration back. But, you know, I'm going to say this many a time in their career. You've got to hit the reset button. And this is the time, too, because the golf course demands too much out of you. Yesterday, last week, is long gone.
We're here, of course, at Torrey Pines, the South Course. Long history of this event in San Diego, dating back to 1952. It's been here at Torrey since 1968. A lot of great winners. Frank, you've played the course a number of times. Overall, what are the things that a young golfer like this needs to keep in mind this week?
You have to remind yourself it's just a plain, hard, straight-up golf course. And plus, it's going to play every inch of its length because of the marine layer that often comes in. So you have that very dense air. We're obviously at sea level. And plus the Poana greens. You're going to miss the odd short putt. You can't let that get to you. You look around the leaderboard, you don't see the same 60-nothings that we saw the week before.
Nota Begay III is with us, and Nota, I always thought, and you would know better having been there, that learning to deal with disappointments, with setbacks, is absolutely crucial to becoming a successful professional player. So our featured golfer is back after missing the cut in their professional debut. What is the proper mindset as you try to rebound?
Well, the process at the professional level on the PGA Tour is about trial and error. You go out there and you apply the strategies that you think are going to work. If they don't work, you come back, you correct what you think went wrong, and then you come back out the next week and you try to make it right.
Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That luck did the whole way. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. He'll drop back to 1 over par. With La Jolla and the Blue Pacific in the distance, we move ahead to the picturesque 201-yard par 3 third. Club selection can range from a 9-iron to a hybrid, depending on conditions, and you definitely don't want to be long here. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay at 1 over. Here's one of the really good par 4s at Torrey Pines South. Not only is it scenic, but it's challenging, and it requires a good tee shot, well struck in play, and you're happy to walk away with a par here. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. I don't think we'll be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight, Frank, but all in all, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not bad, but not great. So, not bad.
Next up here at Torrey Pines, the par 4 fifth, measuring 454 yards. Good tee shot should take the fairway bunkers out of play. Okay, that's going to split the bunkers. A good tee shot here at 5. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
160 to the hole, pin all the way on the right.
Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away. Tell you what, that's not too bad. At least it didn't race away. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Well, after 3 lengthy par 4s in the first 5 holes, this 564-yard par 5/6 is a welcome sight. Frequently downwind, dogleg right. Eagle is a possibility, but birdie far more likely. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
So with a mate, moves to even par. Now to another lengthy par 4 on this front side here at Torrey Pines, the 462-yard 7th. Tee shot down the left side is your best bet if you can do it. That's into the rough, and it's going to leave a fairly blind shot into a very difficult and narrow green.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at level par. We arrive now at the second par 3 on the front side, the uphill 177-yard 8th. Critical to avoid the large front bunker and get your shot to the right level of this 2-tiered green. That one safely on the putting surface. This is an 11-foot putt. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay at even par. We finished the front side here at Torrey Pines at the 615-yard par 5 ninth, reachable into by only the longest hitters, but with a good drive and that aggressive layup, birdie is definitely a possibility. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. Okay, that looked like the smart play right there. He knows he can't get home until it's just too long, so you pull out that trusty hybrid, hit the correct shot. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And he'll go out in 36. It's an even par front side. We start the backside at Torrey Pines with the 454-yard par 4 ninth. This one not as daunting as some others here with a good tee shot. Birdie definitely a possibility.
Good drive down the right side. Today, the hole is cut front left, so far enough back to be able to get the ball to stop.
Now Noda his second from the fairway.
145 yards left, sitting in the front left hole location.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
Birdie putt now moving to his right. Now that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. So that in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. Moving now to the tough 11th hole here at Torrey Pines. Long downhill par 3 measuring 225 yards. But don't be fooled by that number. This hole often plays longer because of the wind. Well, he was asking for it to sit down, but it would not comply, and that's going to wind up over the back. That's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green. That is a welcome par. Well, heading back toward the ocean, this hole, the 12th at better than 500 yards in a par 4, is typically among the hardest at Torrey Pines. It is a real beast. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now back toward the ocean. This, his second at 12.
Quite easy to see, mission not accomplished. The job was to get the ball out of the rough, land the ball on the green, and that did not happen.
A little strong on the chip right there. Certainly not ideal.
No, that's for sure, and that leaves double bogey on the table.
Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. This is a good hole right here. Giant 621-yard par 5, the 13th. You have to hit a massive tee shot. And if you want to get home into, I mean, you need to really bust that second one. It has to be 260 yards of carry. Good luck and get after it.
What a great driving exhibition, just pounding that driver down the fairway. I want to see more of this.
Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. Okay, that's going to get down toward the base of the hill. A lot of divots down there, and that will leave a difficult third. This is the 4th shot now, coming out of the bunker. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. So here at the 437-yard par 4 14th, that canyon that you can see running along the left side is pretty to look at, but obviously you want to stay away from there because you can make a big number if you hit your tee shot down there. That will do just fine. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Nope. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. He is very quickly down to 2 over par. On to the 15th now. Relatively straightforward par 4 measuring out at 480 yards. Hit the ball straight, you'll be just fine. The problems come with a miss off the tee left or right into the rough near those eucalyptus trees. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Okay, that's a good putt. It is in to save par. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Coming down the home stretch here at Torrey Pines, 227-yard par 3 16th. 3 bunkers protecting the green, but there is an opening in the front. Yeah, even with the uphill slope, it's just hard to get a ball to stop on this green from that far back, and that'll run off long and into the rough. Yes, the touch. Excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. Next up, the penultimate hole at Torrey Pines, 443-yard par 4. Have to avoid the fairway bunker, 275 yards down that right side. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 149 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. This 18th hole is not overly long, 570 yards, a par 5, and it's straight. Should be able to get home in 2, but the key is you have to keep it in the fairway. If you hit it in that rough, you're more than likely going to lay up short of that pond and try to make birdie the conventional way. But if you hit it in the fairway, good opportunity to go for it in 2 and finish your round with an eagle. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Took the safe route. Frank, what's the thinking here?
Well, I think to carry that water, Rich, probably a 1 in 10 shot. So I got to say, smart play, laying it up there just in that fairway. And it's a simple, straightforward pitch, but to take on that water, too risky.
You betcha. Birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Jolla, California, just north of San Diego, live second-round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. So much to behold here at Torrey Pines: the ocean, the cliffs, the trees, the green grass, the blue sky, maybe even a paraglider or two as we check out the Friday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. As for our featured golfer, that current score is right on the number right now in terms of making the cut and playing the weekend.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, the second hole here at Torrey Pines South is by no means long, but by the same token, it's not easy. This is strategic play, certainly off the tee. Put yourself in position, get a good angle at that whole location. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
108 to the hole, pin just on the front edge. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
"11 feet away. Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. That one polished off for bogey. He's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Well, this is one of the prettiest par threes you will ever see, with the Pacific Ocean as a backdrop. You don't want to gaze at it too long because this better than 200-yard shot demands every bit of your focus and attention. This is a good one. That is going to miss off to the left, so now par going to be very difficult from there. Well, next week the California swing continues. We head up the coast to Pebble Beach. There's nothing like it. The AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
Yeah, it started all those years ago with all the Hollywood stars. The great Ben Crosby used to be called the clam bake, but look what it's turned into now. Now golfers are the stars, and if you want to be part of this, there's no better place. Come to Pebble Beach.
And he will tap that in for his par as excellent wedge play there prevents him from dropping a shot. Here we are now at the 490-yard par 4 fourth, the second longest of the challenging par 4s here at Torrey Pines. A good tee shot is essential, and the par is a good score. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
158 yards left to the hole. Pin just on the front edge.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. This par 4 fifth here at Torrey Pines South measures 454 yards. That's not overly long by today's standards. The key here is to keep your tee shot out of those fairway bunkers. If you do and you're in the fairway, you have a reasonable chance to get out of here with a birdie. Okay, that's going to split the bunkers. A good tee shot here at 5. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain at 1 under par. All right, so you've made your way through some of those harder par 4s, and now you get a chance to lick your chops at this par 5. The 6th is 564 yards with a good tee shot. You'll have a chance of getting home in 2 and maybe making a 3. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Just gave that way too much.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. On to the 7th now, a tough hole here, a winding par 4 at 462 yards. It is the #1 handicap hole on the South course, and for good reason. An approach shot from anything other than the fairway is fraught with peril, with a canyon beyond and a deep right front bunker guarding an angled and difficult to hit green. That is into the lone bunker left of this 7th fairway. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker. Oh, off the flagstick. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Some tough par 3s on this South course. Here's another one, the 177-yard 8. This hole deceptively uphill. Might be worth grabbing an extra club, maybe even two, to cut through this ocean air and cover that deep front bunker.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Well, this is a strong par 5 to close out this front side. It measures 615 yards. Obviously, it's going to be reachable into by only the longest hitters. But still, if you play it the right way, drive in the fairway, the appropriate layup, you can make a birdie. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Good shot right there with that 3-wood, sitting up nicely.
Yeah, most importantly, the second shot's on the fairway. And this par 5 playing long today. See how close this third shot can be hit. In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. Always nice to kickstart your back 9 with a birdie, and you'll have a chance. If, again, and we keep repeating this theme at Torrey Pines, if you hit a good tee shot, then you can attack. And that is dead center, right down the middle here to start the hole. Now from just under 170 out, this is his second.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
This will move to his right for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. That might just wind up being the difference, as for the moment that's going to move him inside the cut line in his quest to play the weekend. Always like to see a par 3 where you have to hit maybe a long iron, even a hybrid or a fairway wood, and that's the case here at the 11th. If the wind is blowing, already on the card it's 225 yards, but it can play upwards of 240, 250 yards. You need to be at your best on this shot. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
And he may have to play a little right to left break here, just because it's a downhill putt, but it shouldn't be that much.
Yeah, not quite enough pace, but that's pretty good. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And that's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Up next, the 505-yard par 4 12th at Torrey Pines. You can be aggressive off the tee here, and you should be, because if you do not hit a good drive, you're not going to get it home in 2. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Now back toward the ocean. This is second at 12. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. It just sailed past.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away. Quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So a tough hole, and it's in for bogey at 12. And that won't help the cause one bit. Moving now to the massive 621-yard par 5 13. You'll need a drive of 240 yards plus to carry that canyon. And if you go for the green in 2, the second shot has to carry 260 yards or so.
What a great driving exhibition, just pounding that driver down the fairway. I want to see more of this.
Okay, that's going to get down toward the base of the hill. A lot of divots down there, and that will leave a difficult third. That'll be into the uppermost bunker, short and left of this green. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. That's going to keep him on the outside looking in terms of playing the weekend. We now arrive at the 437-yard par 4 14th at Torrey Pines. The canyon running along the left side of the fairway is the danger here. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker.
That ball cleared the lip in front beautifully and nicely on the putting surface.
That one just going to sneak on by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at even par. The 15th hole is up next, a par 4 at 480 yards. Not a whole lot to it. A tee shot of the fairway should leave you with a reasonable approach into a green with bunkers left and right.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
This is an 11-foot putt. Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th, and he'll drop back to 1 over par. So now to the final par 3 here at Torrey Pines South. It is the 16th, 227 yards, good hole with those 3 bunkers protecting the green. There is that slight opening in the front. It would take an outstanding shot to give yourself a chance to make a birdie. Okay, that one's dancing. A birdie putt now at 16.
And any movement in this putt is going to be slight in nature. This is one you're looking to make.
Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, but that may just mean it's going to take a birdie finish to see him through to the weekend. Crucial 17th hole here at Torrey Pines, 443-yard par 4. Louis Oosthuizen hit it left here at the 2021 U.S. Open in the final round, and he paid the price. He did not win that major. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. But he's going to remain outside the cut line, so it'll likely take something special at 18 to see him through to the weekend. Here we are at the finishing hole at Torrey Pines, 570-yard, 18th. Idyllic par 5, fairly straight the whole way, but that pond they call Devlin's Billabong always makes going for the green into a risky proposition. This one's starting a hair right. Oh, this could be trouble. That ball just had a mind of its own there. No way to get it to stop. And it winds up in the water.
This is a tough hole today, and just inside 10 feet after that short shot, so still working very hard to make par.
That's a good putt to save par here at 18. That will be a 74 for this second round. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and Menu narration is turned off by default. Press A to continue or use the D-pad to enable menu narration. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the South Course at Torrey Pines Golf Course, it's third-round coverage of a San Diego tradition, the Farmers Insurance Open. Moving day here at Torrey Pines on this Saturday. A lot of action to come as we look at the third-round leaderboard. Sam Burns is on top. He's at 9 under. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Frank, round 3 of the Farmers Insurance Open continuing here at Torrey Pines. Our featured golfer coming off a missed cut in that professional debut, but really playing well in the second go-round, and at the very least, getting to the weekend for the first time.
Last week, I don't put too much credence into that, Rich, because it was a birdie blitz, right? If you're not shooting 62, 63s, you just get lapped. This week, it's different, though, because it's fairways and greens. I mean, this golf course will just grind you into the ground if you don't have a game. So we're seeing I don't want to use the word polished because obviously they're brand new, but we're starting to see a proper golfer out here.
is about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at 1 over. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Looking at 153 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he's got it back to even par. And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green. From about 8 feet. Now, we've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you'd think, and that goes on by. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Well, one bunker to another, not a habit anyone wants to get into.
This is the time in the round you've got to really screw down the bolts in your head. Do not want to make back-to-back bogeys.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open.